What's going on, guys? So this is going to be a pretty short video. We've had some really crappy weather in the last couple of days. The Miata's been done for a couple of days, but I haven't been able to go and pick it up, and they haven't been able to drop it off. We got some good weather today, so MB Fab is going to be here in a moment. They're going to be dropping off the Miata, and I'm super excited to see this thing. We're going to take you around the whole car once we get it and show you our future plans and everything they did to it while they had it. All right, so we're getting it all unloaded now. And then we'll do a whole walk around here. I'm so happy to see the side skirt looking normal.
No hole anymore.
Yeah, right? That hole was terrible. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at everything, starting with the back. And again, a lot of this stuff we're gonna clean up, redo a couple things. Now that we got some bars there, we got some places to mount tail lights, things like that. But first thing I want to show you guys, and they did an awesome job, is putting this rear crash bar in the back. This is definitely gonna help in the case of an accident, maybe somebody rear ends us, something like that. But they actually sectioned off the frame rails, welded the bar here, and put a little bend in there, and it came out super nice. So I really like that. It's one of the things that we talked about them doing when they picked it up. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the cage. I know a lot of things had to be custom made just because this cage was not necessarily designed for these seats. It was designed more of the Kirky style seats, which are really little and give you a ton of room. So they made some custom brackets. They actually drilled some new holes, so we got the seats to fit. And one of the things we were concerned about is we wanted the seats to kind of match as far as being lined up, and then we wanted to be able to have harnesses for both the driver and the passenger. So it came out really good, and you know, we definitely got that part accomplished. And as you can see, the cage starts down here by the coilovers. We got the bar up top. Now, a couple things we got to reinstall. We're going to reinstall some seals, maybe repaint a lot of it and just figure out what it is that we really want to do going forward with the body. I know the dash had to be cut because there actually is a bar that goes in through the center of the dash, so the whole dash had to be taken out. There's a bar in there. We couldn't fit the glove box back in there, but we're going to try to figure something out there. And just a couple more things and figure out what we really want to do with the dash area. Let's just go around and look. But the cage is super awesome. Came out really nice, really thick. I mean, the whole thing is solid. So I haven't went out and drove it yet, but we're going to do that later. One of the biggest things they did, and if you guys saw from the previous videos, when we first cut the car apart, there was a lot of rust in here. So we actually cut out an entire section of rust, and we needed to mold in or weld in a complete new rocker because it was really part of the structural rigidity of the vehicle. So they actually went out from another Miata, cut out a whole rocker, and welded in, did all the body work, and it looks awesome. So we just got to get that part painted to match the rest. And that's pretty much it. I mean, that was really a big part that they had to do that came out awesome. So, again, everything fits nice, snug. The cage is in there really good. Going around to the front of the car, we put another bar in the front just to added safety and to match the rear bar. So as you can see, same thing. Put the plates there, welded. But all in all, it came out really nice. We're going to go out and drive this thing, just do a little test drive, and just see how solid it actually feels now with the cage. All right, so good thing we didn't go out and do a test drive, or we would have got stuck in this. You know, our horrible week of rain continues. Luckily, I was able to get the vehicle back. I really want to go out and drive it because they said it's night and day difference. I know the back end used to lift up a lot when you went over bumps and railroad tracks and things like that, but they said now it's solid and it's planted, so I'm really excited to go drive it. Once this clears up, and who knows when that'll be. It just seems to rain every single day for weeks now, but we're getting into rainy season. Anyways, when it clears up, we'll do a separate video. We'll go out and drive it. As far as future plans, so now the cage is done. We got the vehicle painted, which we want to do, which we're going to go back through and just touch up a couple areas, like I said. Start with all that, really clean it up good this time. Since the cage is done, it's not going to go to any other shops. Get an e-brake cable installed. Possibly do hydraulic in the future. And like I said earlier, the main thing back here is fuel cell. I'm going to take it back to MB Fab, have them install a fuel cell. I wish I would have done it while I was down there. Just kind of ran out of time. I know they had some extra projects going on and things like that, and I kind of didn't tell them about it. So when it comes time to do the turbo kit, things like that, we'll do the fuel cell as well. So, turbo kit. That leads me right into my next point. We are currently in the process of trying to piece together a turbo kit. If anybody out there has built a turbo Miata, please comment, message me on Instagram, send me an email, anything. Not looking for the most expensive kit, not looking for the cheapest kit. I'm willing to buy used, gonna piece some things together. I know Zach is gonna donate his turbo from the Cobalt, so we may use the Cobalt's turbo and maybe just a log style manifold, since I know a lot of the cheap tubular ones, I was told, they break really easily. So just a top mount log style manifold. And then from there, I was told that these things, and again, I've never built a Miata before, I've never had one, so I'm just kind of, you know, going on the forums and winging it. 250 to the wheels is like the max for these cars, but if this thing made 220, that would be awesome, and it'd probably feel like a rocket, as light as it is. So, just gonna try to piece together a turbo kit. Like I said, we'll use Zach's turbo from the Cobalt, log style manifold, and then from there, I think stock fuel system works fine. It's all open in the front, and it's going to be really easy to turbo this thing because we don't have to worry about bumpers or things like that. We'll just throw an intercooler in the front, run all the piping back, and have the exhaust just come straight up, which will be freaking awesome. So, cage is done. Next part of this build is turbo. Once we run this motor to its limits, I'm sure it's not going to last very long. It has 240,000 miles. On like 8 pounds of boost, it should make somewhere between 215 and 230 to the wheels. At that point, we're gonna look into swaps. Initially, I do wanna put an LS in it. I've just never owned an LS before, so I'd really like to have an LS. If anybody has any ideas for any cool, unique swaps, anything you guys have seen done, definitely message me and let me know. But other than that, the cage is done, it's awesome. We're gonna get it cleaned up, start taking it out to some events, and hopefully in the next couple weeks, maybe next month, get a turbo slapped on it. All right, guys, so I know this was a pretty short video. Unfortunately, we didn't go out and drive it. It started pouring rain. Luckily, we didn't go out and get stuck in it. I just want to give you an update, show you the cage, show you the progress, let you know we're working on getting a turbo kit put together. Like I said, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll get this thing boosted. This thing will be freaking awesome when it's finished. As far as the Supra goes, just saw in the last video, it's at the paint shop. They're currently probably disassembling it. Maybe they sprayed some primer. I'm gonna try to go there this week, maybe the end of the week, get an update for you guys. But until then, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.